Hi, you guys. So, welcome to this reading. Um, I I was going to originally do like a November 2025 title, but I remembered that people will find my videos like months later, even maybe over a year later, and so I don't really want to do that. Um, let's just see what kind of things come out in this reading, what theming happens. All right, let's see. Let's see what Spirit has to say. What kind of truths? We have the Tower. So it's giving me that there's changes, there's unexpected changes ahead. And I just heard that a lot of you may be able to think about what could possibly be ahead. So some of you know what changes are coming, okay? Depends on like how attentive you are, but the message here is that there's like a world order happening and you're a part of this new world order. You could be a female that, for example, you could be a female or a woman that is being invited into like a leadership role and you're like, really? Like you're being given an opportunity that not everyone gets. And it's a part of like new world order. Um, having more of that happening in humanity is very important, especially when it comes to politics and not just having men run everything. I'm gonna be, bold enough to say that in this video, but that's just an example, okay? This can even relate to family constructs, family pyramids of who's at the top, something could be happening where in your family or in where you work, something like that, like a big themed area of your life, someone that's been sitting kind of at the top in a way of what you're connected to somehow gets removed or knocked down, or they have a health issue and they're out, and so you're the runner up. And I'm saying that as the Magician fell out. And it looks like Spirit is confirming this message. Something along these lines here. You're feeling content with this. You're feeling like I can do this. Like you feel confident. Also, the Magician is a significant message about creativity, confidence, um, knowing where things are. If there's a fire, you grab the fire extinguisher. You need a pen, there's a pen on the desk to write down the documents you need to answer all the questions. You need to do your taxes, grab the pen. You need a drink of water, there's the cup with the drink in it. Like you have everything you need around you, that type of vibe. You're making sure of this. It sounds a little generic, but hey, we're gonna roll with it. Um, and there's a sense of being on top of everything, okay? And it's giving main character energy. Like you're a part of this big change. You're even if it's something that feels small scale, or the picture that you're living in, like the plot, the lore is like you're living in a small town and you're doing like one thing at a time, but it leads to you working in the Oval Office, or like for a huge company like PepsiCo, or Kellogg's or the FDA, like transforming big pharma. Like you could be a young, aspiring person, whoever's watching this, okay? Or you've been through a lot, no matter what your age is. You spiritually, you've gone through it, and you've developed a certain strength. You've developed a certain form of consciousness of resilience, because the infinity sign here, that shows a lot of willpower and strength to move forward. the ability to do so. And spirit will be assessing a situation that was traded onto you, traded to you, given to you. Could be handling some sort of assets or money, finances, something that others have shared that is now yours or your responsibility. That's coming up here. So be prepared for this. Do what you need to do to prepare for this, and just take your time. Be calm. Okay, when I'm like hyping you up, channeling here. My Mars is in Sag, so I don't mean to be too, feeding too much of a strong energy here, but it's giving that you're gonna grow into something that requires quite a good amount of responsibility. Could be having like a large harvest too, like every season, something like that, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. I'm not sure why I'm just the Tower and the Magician being here is giving me like large scale change, like big scale, like life changing, yeah, like reorganization happening. Even if it has to do with some sort of tragic event. Okay, I don't want to freak you out, but if that does happen, dust will settle. Like, you will be okay. You're going to be safe. But who knows? Judgment. Something's divinely orchestrated here to mysteriously go in your favor. That's what I'm getting. That's what I just heard. And I'm speaking what I'm hearing, like right away. But yeah, when I'm seeing this card in this dynamic of the spread, it's telling me a large harvest is up ahead. The harvests that you're overseeing, that you've been overseeing, are only going to grow and exceed. Your income is only going to grow, meaning that the amount of taxes you have to pay will only grow. Or get to that next level and stay there for a while, and then you'll grow into that, and then maybe even more. Something like that here. Okay? But it looks like there's a sense of stability, like financial stability, inner emotional stability reflected from the outer. It's kind of like you had to go through something unpleasant, or you're having to now, in order to get to where you've been wanting to go. It's like the divine is orchestrating something for you to go into your hands, okay? I don't know how many more times I'll say it. Yeah. There's a lot of earth energy here, pentacle energy, major energy about could be entrepreneurial, could be you're a part of a business, you're a lead of a business, or that you're creative. Could be very financially savvy here. That's up ahead for you. You have enough to go around for the town, okay? Helping out those in need in your town, charities, donations, that's up ahead. Causes, very important causes. If you've been concerned with like the climate crisis, which is happening, okay, I don't want to see any comments about, thankfully I haven't, but on Instagram I do, there's like trolls and they're usually men. It's very embarrassing, honestly. Let me just drag them really quick. To see grown men be like, drill baby, drill. And it's like about the Arctic refuge. Like, personally, I'm not the type of person, the type of being, human being, that's going to be like, we need to go to the bottom of the ocean where the coral is and, just tear everything up and drill down there and make all this noise. Our oil and our resources matter way more than... No. Like, I'm not that type of person. If anything, I'm like, I will figure out a way to buy an electric car within a few months. Like, I will figure out a way, you know, um, whatever I need to do to benefit this planet from further issues. And I understand, yes, lithium is also like mined, you know, but whatever. Something, okay? Thinking higher, thinking greater in some way. Just try your best. Try your best. Because the scales are here. My rising is in Libra, so I'm always going to be inclined to whatever is going to be environmentally better. Okay, at least a little bit better, more less disruptive to the planet, to natural habitats, things like that. You may be someone who cares about things like that, causes. You're going to be in a position or recognized for this if you are. So you you align with me if you are. Anyways, good luck, good fortune about that, success. There's an increase. Yeah, there's an increase. No matter what you do, there's an increase happening for you. I love that. Yeah, you have a lot of options. I mean, you could be in a position in your life where, just in general, like with where you're at, like on a spiritual level, where you can see, almost like astral project. You're aware of a lot of different circumstances, situations. I just heard for some of you, you may be scanning out different countries to move to. Like a lot of Americans are moving out of the U.S. You want to take a break from the U.S. You still have to, I don't know, pay your taxes. I heard something about you have to pay your taxes up to 10 years after you move out of the U.S. being a citizen here. So stupid. But that's so besides the point. Like, whatever you feel like your spirit is like, this is going to make me happier. It's going to make me feel like I can restart somewhere else. It could be like a cardinal sign if you have some of that in your chart. I just saw Capricorn, Cancer. The cardinal signs, they love a good restart. They love a good fresh slate, you know? I do, period. But anyway, I'm getting that energy, like that world card energy, choices, relocation that could be coming up. It could be in the it's in the cards for you. That resonates. Um, it's available for you. Okay. Internship, I just heard, that pertains a lot to the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Going in the direction of your passions, you could find something on the internet that links you to relocating. And like something's going to be covered, or you're going to have luck finding stability somewhere else. Okay. And it could have to do with like your outlook, your ideals, long-term ideals, passions, what you want to cultivate and create for the planet. Um, I'm getting like strong humanitarian energy. You want to help individuals. You want to be in a better position to help people, to serve people, um, to also be fortunate with when it comes to finances. Some of you are being guided to get away from where you've been because it's been so, you've been like content emotionally, you've been like taking care of yourself, right? But you have such a strong willpower and such a strong need for change that you, that like something's been so still to a point where some of you don't even know that you have more of a like go-getter in you or something. I personally have such a strong energy like that where people almost want to contradict it, you know? So I'm really mainly saying this for those who align with the message that I'm reading, because I'm getting that with the tower. The tower is chaotic energy. The tower is like change happening. You know, when a storm comes around and there's lightning, you can't control lightning or thunder. You can't control when that happens or how much it rains, you know, it just will do it. So, yeah, energetically here, it's looking like those of you meant to find this reading and resonate with this will resonate with that. Something's been like going slowly and you want it to like progress. It is happening though. This, you're in a season, you're in a time frame of this. The divine is going to help to create something you've been wishing for. No matter what, no matter what you perceive how slow something's been, you're still going to be getting these increases. Okay? So just be patient. That's all, the seven, yeah, the seven of coins, this guy, it's very important in this reading, is talking about having patience with what is currently in your reality, with what it looks like, what it appears to be. And Wizards of Waverly Place just played in my head. You know that theme song where it's like, everything is not what it seems when you can have what you want by the simplest of means. Be careful not to mess with the balance of things because everything is not what it seems. Do 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 do. So you're in some sort of fortunate position like that. Like God gave you, God designed you, the divine earth designed you, however you want to see it, if you don't believe in God. Earth designed you, you know, the gods of the universe did. However you it translates either way, okay? Love designed you um, to be in this very fortunate, powerful leader energy. The person you are, you have a lot of options here. You have a lot of paths and choices to go. And it looks like some of you are very set on a certain idea or way, a certain kind of spiritual path. Could pertain to nature. Me personally, super heavy into sustainability, super interested and caring as a Cancer, I think, in a soul number being 9, humanitarian number, selflessness, you know, that 9 energy, like 9 is a mirror to others. Every single it's kind of like everything that's like divided by itself equals it, or not that, yeah, it equals one, it equals one of us, or like a unity, right? So there's a sense of that some of you may resonate with. That's so deep, but yeah, like your interests are very reflective of what's needed in the world. If you're very creative, if you're the type of person to be in a studio and be using different like artistic styles or fabrics, tools, you know, could be like a handy person, could be a builder, manufacturer, something like that. No matter in what way, what industry here, it's getting that this person will be recognized. This person that's been working on that or will work on it in the future. Okay? For some of you, you're in a current situation that is a little problematic or shaky. You're unsure about certain things, but things will even out. There's luck in the situation that you're in, even if it's not the prettiest, maybe a little bit ugly here. That's what Spirit is saying. But it's meant to make you strong. It's meant to make you feel and actually be resilient no matter how things look. Yeah, this energy, the high priestess energy, is the 2 energy. It's kind of like the silver lining sort of energetic consciousness. She may hide information from reality, like she holds a lot within her, but she lives by that. And some people, like others external from the high priestess, may not be in the know. Only she's in the know, right? So you could be in a situation something like that here, where the divine is like making sure that what you're sacredly following, like these nudges, the projects you're working on, maybe behind the scenes, you're keeping it to yourself, that only you know about it, right? But people see you working. People know who you are, but not everything. Okay? Very powerful person. Powerful people. And it's giving like celebrities that work behind the scenes type of energy watching this. It's giving star energy. Not every star is going to keep all of their cards hidden from the rest of the world, but they should. Okay? I'm a snake, and we're naturally secretive animals in the Chinese zodiac, and it's very easy for me to keep things a secret and just completely to myself. Between me and the divine, I have certain inventions and things for humanity personally that I'm saving for the right time and the right dynamics, right? You know, it's kind of like someone like Elon Musk. Like, he's gonna sit down in a private room where nothing's being recorded, no one from the outside public world is listening in on it. And he's going to articulate his inventions with engineers and physicists that he knows and has a sense that he can trust. At least that sense. It's that, you know, or people he's already hired, right? And they're being paid. So something like that. Like, I'm going to wait for those times. It's kind of like Walt Disney. Walt Disney's going to create in the studios when when he has those artists on payroll and they're ready to work and get to work and build the vision that he's been designing and waiting for. So that's me personally. And that can be you as well. It can really reflect here from me to you as the reader how I'm reading these cards. The moon. Wow, more mysterious energy. I mean, like, talk about secrets. There's something being hidden here. People don't see something coming that you're a part of. I totally resonate with this. It's like I just heard sneak attack. A little sneak attack. Because you're a part of the universal consciousness, so however the universe wants to go about this, they're gonna guide you through it. The guides they're gonna tell you, hey, don't be don't be announcing it yet. Just wait. Just hold on. Hang in there. All right. So there's really good things coming. All right. Just be patient. Just be patient. One thing about being secretive, keep it to yourself. Let things happen. Let things occur. Be happy. Still be exuberant here. You're going to feel really refreshed soon. Also, I highly recommend posting on YouTube. YouTube has changed my life this year. Yeah, whatever you're guided to do here, you're destined for something huge. There's some uncomfortable like discomfort coming up, or that you currently feel. That's going to resolve eventually. Give yourself time. Okay, there could be a situation with someone, like someone's your inner child and someone else's inner child. This is in reverse here. I picked it up in reverse. Oh, it says reversed, the future, renewal, that which will come to pass presently. So everything that's presently happening could be very rocky, could be kind of dark, right? Could feel like you're like, like it's a little rough. Something like that. Maybe you're not where you want to be, where you know you're meant to be, but you are. Maybe in like pertaining to a workplace, where you are in the pyramid of roles, of positions or something. But you're going to get somewhere. The spirit is going to take you somewhere. The divine, your guides, are leading you. They're also leading others to allow this for you, to help you. The spirit team on the other side, your past loved ones, but it's mainly your guardian angels here. Could be these beings, if you whatever you believe in here. You could envision your guardian angels kind of being like half human hybrids, half animal, or full human, or even kind of like some people see angels or envision them as like the all-seeing eyes with wings, that are really like kaleidoscopy. um, yeah. Anyway, either way, there's this protection and this um, deliverance, like you're being delivered to even where you're sitting. You're being delivered. Your your name, something about you, your overall name here. Okay, Spirit, you want to talk about anything else here? This seems like a very strong destiny reading about your overall destiny, your fortune here. You have support coming out as I'm saying this. They're celebrating you. They're very proud of you. There's something you're doing right now. I'm feeling drawn to say that. There's something you're doing at the moment. You're working hard. You're causing this like contentment in other people. You're leaving a good impression, a strong impression on individuals. Like you're tough, or you keep to yourself. You're disciplined. You keep something like that. Like you don't. You're not a fool. You don't come off that way. Like you are worth keeping around in whichever kind of way. Like you overall you're a benefit. You're seen as a benefit here. People are like pleased with you, and the divine is as well. Like your guides are. They're celebrating you. They're sending you friends to celebrate with. Make sure that you don't neglect, when someone new comes around and they're interested in you, but let's say you're in a downer mood, make sure you remember that person, okay? And when you're feeling better, like when you are feeling more uplifted, um, think ahead to save them into Snapchat to your contacts, or think in terms of when am I going to see that person next, and then talk to them when you're feeling better or something. Okay, if things like that happen, make sure you don't miss out on these opportunities with individuals who may be around you that are a part of your soul family, especially if you're going through some struggles right now, or just some standstill type of like dull energy. Okay, Spirit wants to cheer you up. There's people, there's individuals rooting you on here. Temperance and the King of Cups. There could be there's there's luck about, for some of you, there's luck about someone who's been kind of icy and cold and maybe even making the wrong moves towards you. They could have a lot to offer you or want to offer you still, want to still be around you, but they're kind of isolated. They could be kind of like giving off that hermit vibe. The angels are protecting you from this person, okay? There's someone here that has like this standoffish kind of like type of vibe. It's giving that they feel that they're important, but you may not perceive them as that important. Like it's giving that type of vibe. And the angels are balancing the powers. If this person is in a power position over you, they're balancing something out about this. They're allowing you to celebrate. Let me also sit with this for a minute. Have a sip of my drink, my coffee. Also that there's a masculine sense to your emotions, like you are becoming more solid, matured. Okay, could be you are a strong empath, but your empathy is turning into more of like a, in a healthy way. There's certain boundaries, or way, like, it's not as easy to, I don't want to say get on your good side. It's not about that. It's more about get into your close circle. There's like a very strong angelic protection about that. Temperance being here is that there's a huge aspect to your life overall that's being balanced out here. Others are going to be helping to assist you to manage your money, to you're learning moderation through your friendships as well, through boundaries with others, something about that. Someone may be very stone cold about a situation you're a part of, dealing with assets. This comes up a lot in my readings. Like when it comes to your what's owed to you through family, or let's say in a workplace, like there's a bitter boss, like in a grocery store, and you've been a manager there for 9 years, and there's no other managers there that have been there as long as you, right? But this person's like 61 this year, and they feel like they want to retire soon, but they still have this like, do I really have to, get you in my position, that type of thing, like if you're dealing with that type of vibe where someone's kind of not like warm towards you, there's the angels are going to help assist and tell this person, hey, balance this out, like give it to them. So the outcome here is really fortunate for whoever's watching this, and it's going to open doors. Something's going to be like poof, 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 like like you're given the keys to something, and then you're like, oh my gosh, look at how much like is on this check, and I can afford that. I can afford that. I can take a vacation here. I can decide when to do this here. Oh my goodness, like, it's giving that kind of reality up ahead for you. Yeah, someone, as I'm saying that, someone's walking away from a situation they've invested in. Don't leave now. And I'm talking to you here. Stay around, stay patient wherever you are, even if it's a little rocky. Stick to where you are. Stick to something, okay? You know about something here, some area of focus of work or career has to do with your income. Ooh. Also, it could feel like it's a burden in your life. And I just heard smoking. This situation could make you really like want to vape or smoke or drink. 333 on the clock and 33, literally as I'm saying this, the timer's at 33:33. It's 333 there and 333 on the clock as I'm saying this with the devil right here. Someone has this energy. The patterning that this reading's going into now, it's gone into such good luck and good fortune for who's watching this, but also with the message of staying away from some sort of habits and patterns that situations, circumstances, or people create the feeling of that, of like boundness, unpleasant, almost like it's against your will, like against your consent to deal with them. It's that type of vibe. So be patient with that energy, okay? Don't fight it, don't resist it, don't battle with it, because if you do, it's going to actually create that sense, like I was just saying, to lean on substances. If you are, make sure you're not doing that. And if you are, do it in moderation, okay? There's also a message about that. When you get together with your friends, make sure that your inner child with these individuals are like healthily gathering together and not taking things out on yourselves, right? like shortening your lives. I mean, I would never condone that. Do what you need to do to relax, though. And I'm all for smoking a J, okay? Literally, if I have kids and they need a break, and I'm talking about like when they're like 18, okay? Let me be an adult here saying this. But when I have kids and they're like I still see them as young and younger, but they're at the legal age of having their medical card or whatever, going to the dispensaries. I'm gonna support that because I'm chill like that. um. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. So focus on this. When this devil comes up, focus on the good. Don't focus on the devil. Don't go to like what's limiting you or like that part, that shadow inside of you that's traded from person to person, you know, that energy. um Having a good time with others, like a genuinely good time, is the distraction from those like like I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm upset, I hate life, I hate, you know, you feel that like compression or that like in your chest, and it feels like smoking or something. I don't know. I'm very intuitive like that. Okay, just do what you want to do. I just don't want to see people like hurting themselves. I just saw Zanny by Billie Eilish. If you've seen, you need to see that music video. Okay, Zanny, Xanny by Billie Eilish on YouTube. That's a great video talking about what I'm like, the sensitivity around what I'm saying. Okay, because as an empath, as a spiritual being, animal, human, humanoid, um, yeah, I am into the greater release of what that means, the meaning of it, relying on the meaning behind things rather than the actual doing of the release of that, you know, the expression of something, of the air, of oxygen, you know, rather than smoke or leaning on substances. That's what that song is about. So anyway, we're being influenced by that. So that's coming up in this reading if you need to hear that, for those of you. Celebrate with your friends here. That's coming up. Feeling like you want to again. That's coming. It could have felt like a long period of time, still even now, where you didn't feel that way. But something's gonna balance out to make you feel more like you want to go out. You finally have contacts and friends that are gonna help you feel like, yes, like your soul family. Okay, like they match your interest, your what you relate about, your own personal lives, the things you've gone through. There's certain really strong relations with these people. The kind of work that you do together. I mean, there's certain like strong bridges that you have with certain individuals, and it could be a trio, including you, or more, or just two people. Could go either way. Any number here, um, where you feel like you're at home, and that's what this card is giving me. The Queen of Coins right now. It's giving that home. You know, the soil is under your feet. You know, you're grounded into some sort of location wherever you live, or you're finding a new place to live and move to and stay in, to base yourself in, to call home. That's really important here for you coming up in the future. You have, yeah, Spirit says, I can look forward to that. I can totally look forward to this. That's definitely like up ahead for me. Someone is stressed out and they're in a they've someone is stressed out. Ignore this person. Decline them if they come around, because your guides are protecting you. Your guides want you to focus on your ascension here, not this individual who's going to be like trying to gift you things and trying to make your life better. Make your own life better here, like through the power of God and your guides. Okay, through you, like make sure that, yeah, look at that. the King of Pentacles. And I just heard there's someone else. There's someone from your past that's still stressing about you. Keep them in the past. You already know about that. You already know better than to let them back in, okay? And Spirit wants to right away talk about someone new that matches you in your values, beliefs, your morals, who you are in general, like your personality, they match that. They're like on a similar wavelength to you. And you're going to be really stable with them. Like this is giving me long-term stability with somebody, and they're out in the world right now, but you haven't met them. You're looking for them. Like you both are like wandering, but you're not lost. That's the thing here. The way you're going to meet them, wow, lots of kings and queens coming out right now. The way you're going to meet them is through striving in some way. It's like through you taking action, and it could be pertaining to like your leadership or so being on social media, something creative that you do, something where you're in the action of something. Whoever that person is here, your soulmate or your next partner that's going to last a long time in your life or for the rest of your life. Excuse me. Be patient with yourself. They're coming up here. And if you're currently with a partner, you're being guided to walk away. I've seen that here. That just came into my third eye, my mind. You're being guided to continue like going on your path here, to walk away from anyone who's not vibing anymore with like where you're headed to. Okay, we're talking about spirit, like your spirit, the invisible kind of inner consciousness that you hold. Lots of really fortunate outcomes are ahead for you as you continue moving forward with God, with your truth, with the higher planes of the earth. Don't ever settle for someone who doesn't resonate with you, right? Okay. Yeah, someone's meant to, yeah, it's looking like, and I'm going to say this in a kind of a direct, controlled way here for you, because you're the main character that I'm talking to. You're the one who's responsible for these changes, to make these changes. And it's giving me that after like a period of time of to yourself or resting, introspecting, you come out and you're recognized, you're celebrated for something. You triumph over a situation because of your intellect, your individuality. Okay, you're a leader here. You're leading the way. And someone else, or there's another aspect to this that's like leaving behind some of this energy, or somebody that's been wanting to keep you in this energy because they don't have that same direction in their life. So there's no point in keeping yourself down and stifling your destiny. Okay, some of you are meant to hear this in this reading. They're going to talk to people that you may even know. Okay, if this is resonating with some of you, ignore that. It's no one else's business, really. I mean, who you talk to, your personal connections with people, that's between you and them. It's not between you and the world. Or it's not between like you, them, and the world, okay? It really isn't. And the fact that they don't value, if that resonates for some of you, the fact that this person wouldn't value that and actually like use some of these words against you in a way, do you understand that it has that effect? 44, 44 on the timer. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's like me and a family member, me and a partner break up, and then that ex that is now an ex goes to my friends. Literally, I just saw 4444 again on my clock. Okay, total synchronicity. Goes to my friends and tells them like, well, they were like this anyways, and they did this in the relationship. I should have broke up with them sooner, and like kind of like be petty, right? Bad red flag. Like, yeah, ditch. You should have broken up with them sooner, right? It's almost like you can't move on fast enough. Some of you may resonate with that. You're having good luck about what people know about you and how someone else is seeming like by speaking about you that way. Okay? People are really smart. They are. They have that antenna. They're not going to doubt in you for a second. It's only this person is keeping themselves stuck in pettiness and self-sabotage, keeping them behind, focusing on the wrong fucking things. Okay? Like, let's be adults here and move on. That could really resonate with some of you. You're being guided to be bold. Okay, wow, literally as I say that and as I'm thinking about the magician, I see the emperor. Literally be bold. Like, show up. Show up. You could be having a real strong glow up soon or right now. Focus on your glow up. Even if you're in, literally for the girls that are in their 70s, girl. I worked at Ulta for a while and there were such precious old ladies that would come in and I'd be like, I wouldn't act like that towards them because they would be like, dang, my gosh. It'd be too much. Be like, who are you? But it's, inside I'm freaking out because they're so adorable and they like have sparkly eyes to me and to like things I know because I'm literally like in my early 20s and we just have a bond. Like I can help them. I can help bring clarity to them about their skincare makeup. Like I love it. It totally helps them. And it helps me too. It helps my day feel better. The fact that I can feel like I help people, it's so reciprocal. So there's something about that, like you being strong or fiery, giving that Aries energy here, that fortitude, that fire, like some of that within you, that enthusiasm, your expression, okay? Don't hold it back all the time. There's something about like, bring it out. Bring the unexpected to some people that sense them out first, sense the room. Read the room first before, you just like, but yeah. Navigate smartly with this emperor type of glow up. Okay, there's some sort of ascension going on with strength. It's your strength is going from this younger vibe, this earlier vibe, to the emperor, more solidified. Could feel a bit more like heavy and trustful of your body. Maybe less anxiety or something for some of you. Like you can do more. You're like, hey, why not? I only have so much time here on this planet. Might as well. Because you have natural luck. People are going to rally around you. People are going to gather around you and listen and be like, what are you talking about? Oh, yeah, I totally understand. Like, you're cool. Like, I relate to your energy. Like, I like your energy. You inspire me. People are going to be like gravitating to you like you're a magnet. Like, you're a compass. A lot of you are meant to be that. Okay? Like a light, a star. The star card didn't come out in this reading, I don't think. But I'm getting that energy. Like, you're kind of distinctive in a way. You could have really cool ideas, unique ideas here that are worth a lot of moolah because a lot of people never have seen something before or greatly benefit from some sort of ideas you have or a business that you own in the future. It's limitless here. It really is. Things could be a bit rocky though, okay? So confirmation, either way, like You're on the right track. Look at that. Whew. Fast-paced moving energy here in your work. Things paying off fast, and it feels brand new. People also see you this way, like you're a brand new, fast, or like you pop, not a fast individual, but that you pop up really quickly. And in fact, your luck is so good in a way for some of you that you're like kind of tricking this person that's been deceptive. Like I've talked about in this throughout this video, kind of in the middle of this video. Yeah. This person is like embodied like this little red devil, lion, little lion devil, and you're like this. Your angels are taming this person. They're not going anywhere. That could resonate for some of you, and they're causing some sort of turmoil for them. They could be, yeah, there could be something in relation, like I was saying earlier, to a home or property, and it's going to you. It's going to the main character. Yep. Once again, this talks about economy. It says economy, moderation, management, accommodation, things connected with churches, religions. SECTS? What does that mean? Competing interests, disunion. So there's a mixture of energy here. I mean, that's the reversal at the bottom, but I felt drawn to read that. So someone could be very like disinterested in giving something to you, but it's legally meant to go to you next. Okay, you could be the daughter or the son of somebody, or like I was saying earlier. I don't want to repeat myself too much in this video, but in a workplace, someone feels unwilling just because they're kind of stupid and bitter. Okay, whatever reason, I go in for the punch. I have a sharp tongue. I'm gonna call someone dumb and stupid, maybe to their face, or just to myself, do what you need to do to vent, right? But um, they're pouring into your cup regardless. They have to. They will. The angels will guide it to do that, even if they don't. Okay, someone may pass. If someone passes away, something automatically still goes to you. Like the divine has something orchestrated. But as for now, there's like fast-paced change in the air, or regarding like luck in the planets in the solar system for you, for your placements. Could have Cancer placements here. Cancer is very fortunate right now, as we towards the end, or kind of throughout 2025, but especially towards the end of 2025, going into 2026, Cancer has like some strong, like what do you call it? Conjunctions or natural luck energetically to the sign of Cancer. So, hey, I don't know. I just also heard Virgo, Taurus. Could be one of those signs. Could have that in your chart. All right. Or fire, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Anything, really any sign, as long as you resonate with that message. I'm gonna also draw out really quickly because it's almost an hour long, and sometimes my computer will stop a recording at like 1 hour, just because the app does that. I use that photo booth app on my iMac. All right, it works pretty well. Sometimes it has its quirks. All right, so let's see. From the Oracle deck, the Pure Magic Oracle deck, that's what I'm using here. Pure Magic Oracle. It may be backwards for you, because I'm seeing it backwards on my screen. By Andres and Ingracia. Andres Ingracia. Sounds very Spanish. This actually looks Spanish. I would love to see this design on like kitchenware, that'd be beautiful. Ooh, look at this abundance. Look at the colors and the mysterious kind of Scorpio essence behind that dark purple. Florida water, that's where I'm from. Hey, maybe you're from Florida here. Natural form. Enchanted potion, red roses, cleansing. Ooh, so the Tower card came out and the Magician. So something that you're doing, like through your own self, there's a transformation you're going through here that you're going to continue going through that brings cleansing to a situation. You're kind of like this middleman for spirit to work, for the divine. Yeah, you've been placed in some sort of certain situation where you're meant to create a cleansing for something because you're a part of the new paradigm. Ah, yeah. You're a part of the new soul family here on the planet. And really what that pertains to is like the age of Aquarius. You could be the type of person that is like spiritually inclined. You love Native Americans. You like clean eating, being fit. You may have like more like an intellectual lenience, or no matter where you sit politically even, you can get along with others. Okay, that's the healthier side of things. Um, the sword energy, there's clarity here. There's a real strong clarity here for you, available for you at the moment. Telekinesis, influence, willpower, control obstacles. Yeah, so there's some current obstacles happening. Yeah, there's definitely things you have to uncover right now. There's unknowns that you have to uncover, but you're going to be doing this gracefully. Okay, with your willpower, that's how you're going to be tackling it. It's the only way. It's through you. Okay, and you're going to be safe, guided, protected in all of this. The hand that you wave, the mystery that you hold, is a part of the next chapter of humanity. It's a part of the trajectory that we're all on. Okay, so these animals, your spirit guides, are walking with you. They're also represented within people because I have the snake guide within me, and I can provide some forms of benefit, right? Really, I hope I'm only providing benefit and no negatives, for individuals. Some people perceive themselves in a way that's like negative, but overall, you can be a form of protection for others, and people will protect you. You have protection around you. Those who will grow familiar to you and be a good friend to you, that's around you. Okay, so remember that. Know that. It's really strong coming through in this reading. Like there's a truth to all of that, to this whole experience that you're meant to understand very deeply and profoundly. I'm feeling light as I'm reading these cards. It's giving me like very good energy, even with that dark purple. Like some of the unknowns and the things that are mysterious are still intriguing, and they bring about a lot of abundance. The fact that people don't know about you completely yet, is great. It's intriguing. It's just, it piques people's curiosity, you know. And there's so much beauty in you, or some sort of, this path that you're on. You're finding beauty. You're going to be finding a lot of beauty in it. Astral travels, possible impossibility, freedom, traveler, inner dreams. Wow. Pyrokinesis, debate, rage, revolution, attention. We have 10 and 9. Yeah, it's giving me that, like, what happens within you, the visions that you see, almost like when you're astral projecting, like when I'm envisioning the future of New York City, personally, I see like vertical farms, I see nature, you know, which doesn't exist much there. Central Park is known for nature, little parks aside from Central Park. But in the streets, I see a lot more trees. I see more electric vehicles. I see kind of more like LED, right? When it just is naturally there. It's the envisioning. And so there's something that you're going to be doing, or that you're responsible for, the domain of your being, that's meant to create some of this future. Okay? some of that orange here. It's going from that blue, it's like purple, to kind of greenish blue, to this light, this strong, you know, you can see it's in the center here. Solar plexus vibes, very, very powerful inner source vibes. Sunlight, fire, the creation, the fire of the creation of fire. Yeah, fire of creation. Through the vision, through something like that. You're meant to create and help humanity ascend here in the age of Aquarius. Transmuting the dark into the light, and then from the light into the dark, and then, yeah, through understanding, being in solitude alone, going through challenges and obstacles, and then coming back up. And yeah, kind of over and over again. Overall, you're on a trajectory to mastering something. I'm getting like that magician here with the hands. The hands are mastering something. Also duality, Cancer, chariot, leadership. Okay, you could be, yeah. Oh, I just got to download that. You will be in charge of documents or legislation or something really big and impactful. A project, a plan, something on the internet, something physical that will grow, because a lot of people will like gravitate towards it, and they're meant to ascend from it. They're meant to like align with it, with you, because they already are here, but they're hidden. Some things are unknown. The high priestess is coming to mind, the moon coming out earlier. And it's going to turn into physical abundance. I just saw the word millions, heard it, millions of dollars, like lots of digits, okay? And you're going to be able to give back. And it's going to, this, whatever this project or this thing is, could start out as an idea, is going to like generate a lot. And this could be multiple ideas, but overall you're mastering this process, something about that. Wow. Even as simple as right now can be readings, can be helping people transmute energy. That's also a really strong magical process here. Yeah, once again, abundance, like this green, this comfort, this homey vibe here. Earth Mother, herbal craft, regeneration, caretaker, bloomer, plant medicine, recharge, psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, layers, drawing down the sun, divine masculine. And it could be more in your masculine energy. I feel that right now. I've been initiated recently from my feminine, more of my receptive, quieter side, into my masculine. I'm taking more action recently because spirit has allowed that. Like, I've asked my guides, you know, I want to get out of a situation I'm in. You know, I want to be more free. I feel that, like that masculine kind of energy that's just like that white light rather than like a void, right? The one that's emitting energy from self to others. And this is giving me that vibe. Like, as you are like naked running around in the world, you could wear whatever you want. You can do whatever you want, okay? Just don't risk getting arrested. That's all I gotta say. What if you do it for social media? You know, you just bring the energy, bring spontaneity, okay? Live until you don't, okay? I'm gonna inspire all of that, because people come out of the woodwork, people that you're like, you haven't met before, but that are like, it's almost like you've known each other for a long time. Like you're meant to know each other. You just have protection here. And you're good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Ignore whoever, if there's been like negative people, 444, 10444. on the timer. We're 1 hour into this, y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying here with me, and listening. I appreciate you. But yeah, if someone's been negative, continue to run laps around them. Okay, run laps around them. Make them mad. I don't know. Maybe don't focus on that, but make them confused. Make them happy. Make yourself happy. Focus on how you feel more than that person. Okay, and life will naturally give to you. All right, I'm gonna end this here, and yeah, don't worry. Don't worry about anything if you have been worried. Okay. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Okay. Good luck, and remember you have lots of blessings and fortune and luck that the cards showed. Okay. And I'll see you later. Bye.